Hatori, caught you there. I think my mic is cutting yours out again. Sorry. Can you turn your, do you have more input, more
I
gain?
do. I sure.
Gain, gain for anybody wondering is a technical term, and I'm not going to explain it. If you don't know how to do it, you should just quit music. That's in our bylaws.
And we stand by that.
This is They Can't All Be Bangers. It is a songwriting podcast hosted dutifully, unfailingly by yours truly, Jeremy Herzer, and the unsinkable, the international, the indomitable Hatori,
I'm all of those things and more.
whether you like it or not. I was trying to think of what's the adjective I would say that of someone that has children. Is there a word you could say that's like,
That isn't gendered, like
oh,
parent.
yeah, but like what's the adjective version, right? So if you're so
Oh,
if you have a bunch of money, there's like you're wealthy or you're
oh, I see. A children.
yeah, right. That's what I was trying to think of. Is
I,
there a word for that?
um, a
Harassed.
yes, that's true. Absolutely. That's a good question. I'm gonna have to come up with something.
I mean, we should start our own They Can't All Be Bangers
Dictionary?
dictionary.
I
Yeah,
agree. I agree. Like
we're gonna
urban
make
dictionary.
so much money
We
selling
will.
those dictionaries. And
Um,
then our dictionary company can sponsor this podcast.
right. That's how business works.
I mean, apparently business
Yeah.
doesn't have to work right now. You can just
Yeah.
just
All the
everybody
rules
just do stuff.
are gone. We do
Yeah.
whatever we want in this. That's
uh
great.
Hattori, it's been a bit. Very happy to see you. I was a stone's throw away from you, but I had ridiculous work meetings and we couldn't make it work. So
That's all
um,
right.
we'll get them next time.
That's right.
Are you excited for your song? Did you have a good run of songwriting for this one?
It's a very simple song,
Yeah.
and I wouldn't say excited is the right word. I'm kind of like resigned to it.
Okay.
You know,
That's another word adjective you could use as a parent.
I am resigned to
Yeah.
parenthood. Yeah. I don't know how I feel about it today.
Okay.
How about you? Did you have a
Uh,
better time?
yeah, I did actually. I had an idea for it fairly early on. Well, I say that I had to skip a week
Mm-hmm.
because I did poor planning, but I had a birthday party. But I had the idea kind of fully formed. I didn't have the lyrics or anything, but like I had the concept there, which is a huge, and I had the style figured out pretty
Mm-hmm.
early. I was like, okay, I want it to be this kind of song and I want it to be about this. And that is,
Big. Yeah,
that's it. Yeah. It makes the rest of the lift pretty easy.
really does. Yeah.
So, well,
Hmm.
I'm happy to go first or happy to defer to my friend Hattori.
Oh, please.
Okay. Okay. This song right here is called Scenic Route.
I like that.
I thought about calling it The Scenic Route,
Mhm.
but that's a rookie move. It's really a scenic route. So let's see.
Okay.
Here it goes.
I'm so excited.
Well, you say my songs are the words of a younger man. You say I took the long way to everything I've come to understand. You tell me I'm 20 years behind all the truth I need to see. Well, I guess I'm on the scenic route and it don't bother me. There's more in a question than running down the right response. There's a joy in the wrestling and getting lost inside my thoughts. But I think I need a breather. I want to step outside my mind. I guess I'll let the world pass me by, 'cause I'm gonna fall behind. I'm on my way, but I'm having a look around. And every day my delusions are coming unwound. I've been running on a spiral that never seems to leave the ground. And with each passing rotation, I can see another face in the clouds. Yeah, I guess I'm on the scenic route. All the time I've spent comparing is chasing after smoke and wind. But I fight the shame I'm wearing for being stuck inside this skin. Yeah, but you don't know what comes along with being locked in here with me. With 40 years of dying to be someone I can't be. Well, from here on I'm hell-bent on finding better scenery. I'm on my way, but I'm having a look around. And every day my delusions are coming unwound. I've been running on a spiral that never seems to leave the ground. And with each passing rotation, I can see another face in the clouds. Yeah, I guess I'm on the scenic route. I'm on my way, but I'm having a look around. And every day my delusions are coming around. I've been running on a spiral that never seems to leave the ground. And with each passing rotation, I can see another face in the clouds. Yeah, I guess I'm on the scenic route. That's how that one goes.
Another banger, another freaking banger.
Thank you very much.
Goodness, you are just churning them out. Crazy.
Thank you.
What a cool sound, like the vibe. Were you playing mandolin on that?
No, banjo sample. I wish. I wish.
So good.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That was the last edition. I was like, yeah,
Really?
it needs a little
it adds a lot.
Lemon juice. You know what I mean? Like if you had lemon juice to a salad, yeah.
Yes, a little zest. Yeah. This is incredible.
Thank you.
The whole thing, the lyrics, the feel, the vibe, the instruments, the vocals. When you like come in on the chorus with all, like the vocal layers and stuff, I'm like, whoa, like let's freaking go. And then that little what's the word?
Harmonica.
Thank you. I was like, what? So good.
Thank you. So interestingly, this is a full step higher than I will perform it live, because I only have an A harp and I need a G harp.
Oh, I see.
So,
it sounded great to me.
Thank you.
I understand it's different when it's live, you know?
Yeah, it was just a little high. And I know that when when I'm doing 11 or 12 songs, I'll just appreciate having a little.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I'll go buy a G harp and we'll do it because I just was on drop D tuning on Capo 2 at work. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And I think I didn't vocal line. I just ran out of time to vocal line, but
I didn't even think about it.
That's the only
yeah.
Well, I pulled the layered part back quite a ways and I reverbified it.
Yep.
But yeah, this is it was a lot of fun to write, and I really my overarching goal when I set out was like, I want to write something I can actually perform,
Yeah.
a
Okay.
bar
Well,
song. So,
clearly you did that. I think the concept is brilliant. I feel this very much so. I've been talking about it all week. I'm like, why?
wow.
Yeah, it's very poignant and
Huh.
I know on brand, on topic, I guess, of the week.
Yeah.
Um, and it's just so, I don't know, it just feels so uplifting to me.
Oh, good.
In like a
Yeah.
very what's the word? Not in like a trite way. It's
Mm,
very it's like experienced and wise. Like
mm.
it has something to stand on. I don't know. It's just I feel like this is a timeless classic and I want to hear it again right now.
Here
Really
we go.
cool. It's
Yeah.
really cool. Uh,
Thank you.
you should release this one.
I gotta, I gotta get some music released.
You
Period.
do. You really, really do. And this song, I feel like itself drives it home for me. Is like this just needs like this can't just be sitting here on your computer. You got to get it out there,
Well,
put it out so people can listen to it.
I only write, just let me make a confession. I only write songs so that Hattori will be impressed with me. That is it.
Well, mission accomplished. Move on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stage two. No, thank you, Hattori, very much,
It's
sincerely.
God,
Um,
good.
yeah,
You
just
I
had a good time.
few questions.
Yeah.
Did you write this like verse, chorus, verse, like as it's written, or was there like
Yeah.
a yeah, okay. Yeah.
Well, verse one, verse two. Actually, somewhere in the middle of verse one and verse two, I had the idea for, I kind of bounce around a lot in songs. Um, and actually, this is something I've been thinking about a lot, Hattori, is that one of the things I admire so much about just as I've gotten to know you and kind of watched you work is it, it requires a lot of focus and dedication to get music released. And I really appreciate that about you and admire that about you that you push through because it's not like you have nothing else to do in your life. You have a million other things and you are sitting down and focusing. Anyways, I'm saying all that to say I have noticed over the last couple of years, my default kind of mode has been to work on something for like 10 minutes or 30 minutes or whatever, and then go like, oh, I want to go find something else to do. So sometimes that benefits me because like I'm working on a verse and I will get a little bit kind of stuck or stale. And then I'll hop to the chorus and just start working on the chorus. So that's what I did. Verse one, verse two, somewhere in the middle there, I started messing with the chorus just melodically. I didn't have any lyrics or anything. But lyrically, it was written in that order.
Mhm.
So,
I think the chorus is gold. Like
thank you.
the energy of it, the lyrics, the melody, it's catchy, it's memorable. It's like you immediately want to just jump along and sing it. It's just it's so good. That's why I was surprised. I thought that maybe you had started with the chorus
Oh, I
and
see.
then because it's such a solid idea and then but the verses also like are standalone incredible. Actually, as soon as you started singing it, it made me think of Jesse Wells. I don't know if you know him.
Oh, the name is really familiar. I'm
He
sure I've
sings
heard some
a
of
lot
his
of
music.
political commentary songs, and he's always standing in a
Mhm.
forest with his guitar. Anyway,
Oh, yes,
that
yes,
guy,
yes. Love
yeah,
that dude.
I know he's incredible, and that's kind of what it reminded me of.
That's
It's
cool.
very cool. It's very cool. I
Thank you. All
okay,
right. Hattori.
okay. My less exciting turn,
Nah, I don't.
but
Come on.
there is there is a reason that I didn't enjoy this as much. And
Okay.
it's because I made these rules for myself that I had to follow. Because I'm a big rule follower. Because I
Hmm. Did
know.
you start with a theme then? Is that what you're saying?
No, I I record my process of writing,
Yep.
every week. And so
Oh, right, right. Yep.
and when I do that, I also tend to talk myself into a corner by saying, I'm gonna
Uh,
do this. And I also am so like I can't go back on what I say. Like I just
oh,
but I'm very stubborn that way. Or loyal. You could see it
yeah.
either way. But I said I used to write a lot of songs before I had like a setup. I didn't have a keyboard. I didn't have a computer that had anything on it. So like I would just write songs on a phone,
Yeah.
like voice memos, in the car.
Yeah.
And I was working constantly. I had no time. There was no like silence ever.
Yeah.
So that's all I did. I had like literally hundreds of voice memos on my phone. And that's how it started. So when I started writing songs, it was all just vocal melody. There was no instrumentation, there was no beat, there
Oh,
was no rhythm, which was hard,
sure.
but it created like I would say a style
Uh-huh.
in and of itself that was very melody heavy. And so I have moved away from that since picking up the guitar or like actually getting a keyboard
Mm-hmm.
and a computer. And I just felt like I wanted to go back and try that again to see if I have evolved in any way. And
Mm-hmm.
so I decided to just sing a melody. And I told myself I can sing it once and I have to use that melody exactly as is, which was awful.
Wow.
This was a great little experiment. No, it was terrible. I hated I wanted to change every single note that I sang. I was like, ah, but I doomed myself to this. And so I did that. And basically I just used it was the melody of the verse, basically. So
Okay.
I stuck with that. That's how much I recorded. And then I created a chorus out of that. Um, and yeah, to then find lyrics to fit into that was also terrible.
Yeah.
It was a terrible experience. So I do not recommend this method. Uh, But you know what?
Y-
It's interesting. It
But
was interesting.
but you've done the experiment now for all of us.
Yeah, and now you guys know
Right.
not to do this. Okay? Take it from me. It's a terrible
I,
idea.
I think most of my initial melodies, my
Uh-huh.
initial passes out of melody are pretty bad.
Really? I that's how
Yeah.
I feel too.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I wish I was that person. And there's plenty of amazing.
Ryan Tedder.
Yes,
Like,
that's
bleh.
literally
It's a
exactly who I was
Grammy.
thinking of.
Yeah.
He was just like sing some nonsense and then just pick the best parts and
Yeah.
I'm like, he just sang a perfect song
Yeah.
first try.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not Ryan Tedder. Anyway, whatever. That is part of why I did this. Anyway,
Well,
let's listen to it.
all right.
And
There's a reason I haven't asked. There's a reason I haven't called Ryan Tedder and said, get on this podcast
there is a
because
reason it's
because
me.
it's Hattori's chair.
All right, let me know if you can hear this. Blackberry vine, how you bide your time, waiting for what I wonder, for the clouds above to part, or for sunshine to impart the wisdom to know where to start. I always intend to put the light into your day, but I find that I'm growing dim. I would give away everything I have to you, but you say I can't and turn away. Blackberry vine, you know just how to climb, growing slow around another. No hesitation in your leaves. You know just where to cling. Never mind the thorns that you bring. I hold out my hand every single day. I have to say I'm feeling weak. Will there be a day when you reach back out to take what I've been giving all along? That's all.
Ooh. Oh, beautiful, Hattori.
Hmm.
And I love this imagery. I love this imagery. So real quick, where did the Blackberry Vine concept
Yes,
come from?
great question. I used to have a blackberry bush in my backyard in
Uh-huh.
England, and it was very fun to have that. But it's a very thorny
Oh
as
yeah.
well. And uh, I first of all, I was just scrambling to find anything. I like when I first started writing this song, I was using more personal words. So you, me, I, they,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's not working. It
Huh.
felt very dishonest. And so I was like, I'm just gonna go with like some symbolism. And Blackberry Vine was the first thing that came to me. And I was thinking about the nature of like giving and taking and how hard it is to
Yeah.
like accept help. And how
Mm.
there's so many people in my life that I'm like begging to just like, let me help you. Like, let me like
Huh.
do this. And why is that so hard for us when in nature, everywhere, it's just normal. Like
Yep.
these vines grow on other things, even though they um have thorns and like do things to protect themselves. They're still
Hmm.
like, but they also like produce fruit for birds
Yeah.
to eat and for animals to eat. And it's just like this very natural give and take that it's without thought. It's just it happens.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why is it so easy for
Yeah.
everything else to just accept help, give help, just be. And why is
Uh-huh.
it so hard for us to just yeah, to just
My goodness.
that's
It,
all. That was
it's
that.
really beautiful. It's a really beautiful thought. And the imagery is so good. I mean, that I hadn't really ever thought of this, but that personific, like taking an inanimate thing, or not inanimate, but an
Hmm.
unconscious thing and personifying it in that way, like made it really, really relatable to me.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, I really liked it. And I liked how it also was not overt, but it was poetic at the same time.
Well, that's
Um, there's one line in here that really, oh yeah, Blackberry Vine, you take so you can give. Isn't that just the way that it is? I think is what you're saying. And I
yeah.
don't know, there's something about that pairing that was like, it just felt like you and I were having a conversation on a park bench or something. And like, I just really, I don't know, there was a kind of a profundity and the simplicity of and there were other moments throughout that I felt the same way, but that moment right there just like stabbed me in the heart in a good way.
Oh, that's
Um,
awesome.
and don't even get me started on, I think this melody is outstanding. I really do. And I loved, you made some great choices in there over, when you got into those diminished chords.
Uh-huh.
That's my biggest fear of working with diminished chords is like, good note do I sing? You crushed it.
Oh, thank you.
Absolutely crushed it.
Thank you.
Beautiful song. And your vocal performance, come on. Come
No,
on.
I appreciate that very much.
Mm,
It actually right before this call, I had the song, the melody or whatever, but I hadn't like recorded a real vocal. So I decided to just sit down and do it in one take because I didn't want it to feel polished. Like I
I
didn't want it to
see.
feel crafted,
Hmm.
you know? And I
Yeah.
was like, I don't know how this is gonna turn out. I have like 20 minutes left. But that I feel like I'm gonna leave it alone at least for now. Um, I think I'm trying consciously to allow myself to express naturally without
Uh-huh.
becoming defensive in the sense of like, well, how are people gonna interpret this? What
Yeah.
are people gonna think about this melody? Am I like communicating it properly? And I get so obsessed with that stuff,
Hmm.
and we all do, I think.
Hmm.
And I'm trying very consciously to step away from that and just
Hmm.
experience the music as it is. That
Yeah.
that was my goal here. Yeah.
It really is like, I mean, I feel, I think probably a similar way in that there's often times where I want, when I don't feel like the song is my best work or whatever, like I want to add all these disclaimers to it before people listen to it. And actually, that's something I've heard Roger Heathers and Declan Kitchener on the Weekly Song podcast. That's something I've heard them talk about is like one of the big hurdles of doing this exercise is just getting over the fact that you're going to put stuff out that you don't it's not your best work.
It's so true.
And
So true.
it's just, and when I first started listening to it, I was like, these guys are insane. Because
Yeah.
like, why would you do this? Why would you put out, why would you put out songs that like you don't like necessarily,
Right.
or you're like
Right.
not, maybe it's the wrong way to say it, don't like or not proud of, but you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah. I know
it's,
exactly what you're saying. That's why I didn't put out music for the longest time,
yeah.
only to find out that putting out music in and of itself was an exercise in fighting your own perfectionism
Hmm.
that makes you better.
Yeah. Yes, absolutely. And I think opens you up to some surprises that,
Yes.
otherwise if you have things too tightly controlled or like this song needs to sound this way, like you're closing off the real beauty, the real artistry of, and that's actually the thing that AI, for instance, can't really do,
Mm.
is the
Originality.
surprise. Yeah, and the originality of like, oh, that's not a choice I would have made, but I like that choice way better. So, anyways,
Yeah. Yes, absolutely.
I
Oh,
I
I
really like this song,
I
Hattori.
appreciate that. I because I think I'd limited myself in how much I could
Hmm.
change the melody and all that. And then I decided to do the vocal in one take.
Hmm.
I decided, well, I'm gonna mess around with the key sound. So I just
Uh-huh.
literally put together three weird,
Yeah.
you know, sounds together and tried to adjust them. And I was playing with that. And then I did add like a very strange what is this? Oh yeah, some like verb to the whole thing that made it
Oh,
like tapey, uh
yeah.
little gritty and
It
old.
it did have that kind of like,
Yeah,
not
and
a
I felt
hiss, but there was some kind of like,
you can literally hear the crackling in the
yeah.
background, right? Yeah, and I was like, I don't know if this actually lends anything to the song, but I was playing around with that, so I had fun
It,
doing that.
I mean, I'm not a fan of smoking, but this is like the picture, right? Is Hattori at a piano, not smoking, but like the ashtrays there with
Oh
the
yeah, yeah,
with
yeah,
the
yeah.
the
Yeah.
empty butts in it or whatever, you know what I mean? So, and the sheet music with the ink,
Yeah,
the
I
ink
know.
pen, all the,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm saying, the fountain pen, the fountain
Yes,
pen transcription.
vivid visual and
So,
smell.
so when Lady Gaga plays you in the Hattori story, oh, that's the name too, Hattori
A
story.
Toy Story. My God, I would be honored, Lady Gaga. You're listening, please. Well, thank you. Those are very kind words. I
Well,
this
it's
was more
absolutely deserved.
than anything. Thank
And
you.
again, I applaud you. I love that. I guess both of us are, but I love that you just have all these cool like facets of your catalog and your range. And I don't know,
Too.
you do really awesome like R&B and neo soul and hip hop stuff that's really complicated. And then you do all your acoustic, acapella looping, which is it's like a separate type of performance art. And then you do this like, you
So
know,
cool. Like
almost smoky lounge singer. It's great. So
you. I appreciate that.
something for,
I like to try it all,
yeah,
Why not?
there's something for everybody in the family to love about Hattori's music.
Yeah, exactly. Or, somebody will like one of my songs and they'll go to my Spotify and be like, this is the this is the only
Yeah.
neo soul funk song she did.
Yeah.
Well, lame. Yeah, so I'm either very disappointing or very exciting. I don't know. It depends on
Well, I know which has two fingers and is in the very excited camp.
two fingers, not
Two
thumbs.
thumbs, I guess. Two fingers.
Two fingers.
These are also fingers.
It's true. It's true.
Another successful week.
Did it.
And world, you are now two more bangers behind us, the
That's
two
right.
of us. So
You're welcome, world. We have enriched your lives in so many ways. But yeah, you should let us know in what ways we've enriched your life.
yeah,
In
please
the
do.
comments, please.
Please
Tell us how we've
tell us more.
please, yeah.
Yeah, be specific. And we'll know if it's Chat GPT.
We will.
If it starts out with, sure, here are some comments to add to a YouTube video, we'll
Yeah.
know that you
We'll know. We're
you
smart.
love.
You can't get past us. We're like detectives.
All right.
We will see you next time.
All right. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye.